that can match his pace does well against him. I think you can even play it on something that LD's in. Kind of flex it up. It could be another route, though the lifesteal ban would not really make sense for that, since Starter just dumps lifesteal along with the LD. So that's why I'm leaning towards Naga here, but
10 seconds
maybe he has something else up his
Or the
sleeve.
Chen.
Chen, I mean, I think it's a Lone Druid Chen trade. It just feels like they're so consistently good on Team Secret with this Chen, and Azure, who just played a series against them, have banned out Chen in both games. And they won both games. I mean, there's a bit of a pattern here that teams are going to start to look toward.
So my question, though, is if, like, did Puppy feel like he was not going to get the Chen if he banned the L, then Gaming take Chen? Maybe that's a better trade he feels in their mind, but it's dangerous because Chen can be very good versus focus the pair down with Penitence. He's a Solar Crest buyer. You can get like Frost Armor off the Mage. You have some really good tools for dealing with these, so I don't think this is a bad trade, but I think LD can dictate the game better than Shen can, and I do think it is, in theory, one of GAIMIN's best heroes. They start to get this hero to work. Like, I mean, Ace is an OG LD player, and he did it under Puppy. Maybe Puppy's just too familiar with it.
I think that Secret play a lot of heroes that could be, you know, potential gotcha fix for the Lone Druid, and one of them is Drow Ranger that I was watching during the closed qualifiers, and I really like the concept of things like Drow Ranger plus Flardar with insane physical burst versus the bear to run it down over and over again. So I really hope that Secret have something like this cooking, and it's not going to be some generic Weaver response to the Lone Druid.
Would it not be good if Weaver comes out for Team Secret, or is the other option that you just used?
I mean, the Weaver itself is fine, and it could be something that they're looking towards, but I'm just talking in terms of creativity during the group stages. It would be really interesting to see the Drow Ranger as an approach.
I think Weaver can dumpster LD, but I think you need a more aggressive early. You want a support that can impact the LD and the Bear's life total a bit more at the levels too. We saw Team Spirit, they played Yatoro Weaver and Miposhka Treant versus Ace's LD at TI and absolutely dumped him in that game onto the ground. They just ran that lane completely over. I think Treant is great with the Weaver. He gives him extra HP as well as the aggressive potential to end up on the Bear. Shen is a bit slower. Like, you kind of have to play for the 3 to 5. That's what Shen wants. Shen's a greedy hero. He's a scaler. He gives you the auras. It's not necessarily about the lane dominance anymore. But that's why this carry pick for Secret is going to be, I think, the toughest one, but it's also the one that they need to get working the most, because it needs to be able to stand against LD, but also help Chen play his game. And there's not a lot that does that. Like, there's these old heroes like Troll Warlords. Nobody wants to play trolls.
Give me Drow Ranger or give me death. That's all I'm saying.
But you want to play Drow Chen, you know, it was like, that's pretty greedy.
You might be able to, depending on what you can pick for mid one here. But I want to talk about this task a little bit because I love this pick here. I think it's one of the better heroes to play versus Lone Druid because of the tag team burst and what it gives you. And of course, the rotation ability early on. We saw it in Tofu's hands in his series versus Bedroom today. But this is also just a deny pick for GAIMIN because I think that GAIMIN would have run back this task whenever they're given the chance to, and taking it away from GAIMIN and picking it for themselves as a response to the Lone Druid is very, you know, heads up by them.
And pair it up with the clock.
This is like old school stuff.
Very old school.
7 years. I feel like I'm in a weird meta developing. But Clock has also been one of these heroes that has performed okay on stats and like seems better than it should be based on how pick. It's also like one of those primal counters. If we see more primal beasts, we'll probably see more Clock. One of these things, right? If certain heroes come back in the meta, it'll come back. It's such a hero enabler. But it's also a hero that teams have struggled with in the lane phase. And they will go for the Weaver, and now this Weaver's open because you went with Jakiro Clock. It's like okay versus the Weaver, but I don't know if it's that good versus the new Weaver. I think it's better versus the old Weaver who didn't just shot you. Maybe it's still fine. I mean, Clock used to be okay versus hero.
I actually think it's still pretty good. I mean, yeah, it's still pretty good, especially if you are pairing it with this, like, Bear, for example, who's playing alongside this Clock. You can just, you know, kill that Weaver pretty quickly early on. But I also think that Jakiro is just a really great solution to Chen, right? I feel like Jakiro is one of the better supports that you could be playing into these, you know, zoo lineups, these heroes that could potentially overwhelm you later on. You just have so much AoE ground target abilities that you can throw over and over and over again. And it feels like it might force this Chen to buy pipe, and maybe that's not something Chen is looking to do in this game.
Yeah, LD def. Yeah, it goes both ways too. Like, Chen can, if he just gets a sustained ball going, sometimes your new hero can be too low damage. Like, you want to play a long fight, but if Chen's just sitting there healing, it's like it's a very weird matchup. I think Jakiro is better in it because his lean is a lot stronger. And of course you have like this Tusk matchup, which is probably the one they're with the attack speed slows, and then throw the clock versus the Chen, just being like camp blocks and jungle obnoxious. By the way, I swear, why I say it is not good enough. I thought that said poor ban instead of prior. Like I was like, damn, that's harsh.
For production coming out, man. Not great.
Okay, man, poor.
I mean, the
like
fact that it was not actually a ban didn't give it away.
Yeah, well, I said my eyesight. And I'll go Kunkka. So like, these are like vintage. I feel like that's going to be the mid one hero. They still have some flex potential, which is something I like. I think flexing between Boom and mid one is going to be really nice for Secret if they can figure that pool out. Classic mid one, right? They're just going back. It's like he never left the team. We're in 2016. Uppy mid one back at majors, cruising through.
But it just also gives you that ability to run down this lone druid early on. If you have this Kunkka who can rotate on him with his X and his torrent, you can secure kills on a hero that you do need to shut down early on. And then once that Kunkka gets this blade mail, he's just going to be frontlining, right? He's going to enable this Weaver to output so much damage. And I mean, I don't have to tell, you know, the viewers at home how much of a nuisance Torrent Storm is. I mean, we've all endured it throughout TI, we've endured it in our pubs, but Torrent Storm is one of the most disruptive abilities in Dota, and that can be very annoying for supports like Clock and Jakiro that are trying to find the right angles and get the good job.
It's the Naga.
They get the Naga.
Yeah, I thought Team Secret were gonna like end up considering it, but really it opens it up for me. That's a bit of a pivot, right? Because Naga is not a hero that plays the same tempo Lone Druid. Lone Druid is that you get Diffusal, you fight, you get your next item in Echo into Harpoon or whatever, and then you just start taking ages and you're game off. Nobody can fight this hero. Naga's like, I'm gonna farm for 3-4 items, take over the map, and play a pickoff game. Traditionally, Naga and LD do not go that well together. So this is like a pretty large pivot for gaming. Maybe they feel like they couldn't force the tempo here. Or they maybe think that LD's game is just going to be bad, because what you're looking at is you throw this Kunkka mid, not a mid you have to play around. Team Secret are just going to tri-lane your Lone Druid here with Tuskar Chen. Old school puppy strat. He loves these like Chen Tuskar tri-lanes. They used to run it with Yapsor forever, and you can't stand there. Almost nothing stands against that. With a Weaver on top of it, it's incredibly nasty. Like, what is GAIMIN's response if Secret bring the tri-lane against the LD, just throw some hero in the offlane for Boom? Like, you start the Tusk there, bring the tri-lane later. Maybe GAIMIN felt the pressure, like, okay, if they do that, then we need a carry that can put the pressure back on Secret in this mid-late game.
Yeah, potentially. You make a great point. I also feel like this Naga just gives... I mean, it's going to be a hassle for Team Secret to play the map against this Naga, because they don't necessarily have the fastest heroes or heroes that deal with lanes that well, right? When you're looking at these Chen lineups and you see like this concept of Tusk plus Weaver's damage that they want to do versus a Lone Druid, you see this Kunkka who's going to be leading this rotations. A hero like Naga who's going to be farming the entire map, pushing these lanes, forcing heroes on Secret's side to, you know, unfavorable locations, unfavorable situations, maybe break their formation. It gives them, on the side of GAIMIN, a means to play the map, a means to actually play this game. Yeah, it's really tough. You have no illusion. And on top of that, you have the Naga support combination. Naga, sleep, int cogs. Yep. Oh, wow. There you go.
Macro fire.
Yeah, you have the Jakiro Naga. It's a very strong combination.
I think on this 18 pick that you have, if your first pick, that's your most important pick. It's your pick that has to cause the most problems for the enemy team. And I feel like this Naga does create a lot of problems. So they've put Secret in a position where they have this, you know, their strategy is clear. It's obvious what they want to do, but they pick a hero that disrupts that. So now Secret have to either triple down on their strategy with this last pick, or pick something to deal with the Naga in the very end.
It's your favorite hero!
I think Lina's a great hero. I'm gonna say it. Avery was hated on this hero, but I think Lina is one of the strongest mids of this patch, and some teams are gonna play it and prove it to us.
The laning's very good. I just don't like the 3 cores for GAIMIN, which is rare because I love a lot of their drafts, but like I don't know how these 3 cores go together. That is an insane pick. That is like
a great pick.
That is mid one saying I assume it's a mid one Rubik played into the yeah. I mean, this is a very good Lina counter. Like, you just take the Lina spells, you're stronger, you turn around in the fight. But this is an insane draft from Secret, because what is your...
Insane good or insane bad? Don't know. Up in the air.
I mean, I have no idea, because what is their Naga answer in this?
Yeah, so they
don't
tripled
see it.
down. They ended up tripling down, right? They pick a hero that lanes well into Lina. It takes Light Strike Array and makes it better. It takes Ice Path and makes it better, right? The two best spells in Dota that you can steal as a Rubik, I mean, two of them are Ice Path and Light Strike Array. So they have a, they're gonna have a means to disable to run heroes down over and over again on the side of Secret, but they don't have the ability to scale into GAIMIN. They have the much better scale in this game, but they don't have the tempo that Secret are bringing to the table.
You gotta find a way to push in this game. I don't know. You gotta make this trialing work, shut down the LD, accelerate your Chen and Weaver, and then boom, maybe he has a rough lane phase, whatever he brings about, and mid one's gotta pop off. Because mid Rubik he can do some work, but you're on a clock, and at some point it just falls off a cliff, I think.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scale on game inside in this game, so if I'm Secret, I'm looking to go high ground with first, second agent.
Death
really
ball
push it.
time.
Yeah, this is just some old school tempo
sure.
death ball from Puppy. You got to make that lane phase work.
Maybe they can do it. I will also say that in terms of high ground defense, it does look like GAIMIN GLADIATORS is also prepared for that hero-wise. But we're going to find out how it will play out. Will it be a 2-0? Will it be a 1-1? We're finding out together with OD Pixel and Kezu.
Thank you very much, Steve. Yes, looking forward to this one. We're getting a mid-1 Rubik. Of course, mid-1 having quite a game one. And this time around, he doesn't want to just show that he's the better mid. He wants to kind of be the better leaner this game. He's going to be stealing these spells, using them against Quinn. And it could turn into quite the show-stopping performance. The question is he going to get away with this?
He will for at least some time.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to... He's going to have a good at least 20-25 minutes, and then it depends if he can, do more with that. It is a pretty good mid-Rubik game, but there's a reason we don't ever see it.
Okay.
There's one crazy enough player out there, which is Thompson. He's not here. So maybe mid-1, can channel that and do more and take it with him.
All right. Looking forward to see if he can do so. I mean, Secret as a whole, they really did have... as I said, one of the best performances we've seen from this sort of newly formed Secret squad. Understandably, they had a great run for the qualifiers, making it through, but turning up and doing what they were able to pull off in that game one against GAIMIN GLADIATORS. Very impressive. Let's see if they can do it again. And if they do so, it's going to be an even more style around a mid-1 Rubik.
I mean, so the thing is, Secret's early and mid-game is very strong. You've got the Chen Weaver lane against the Lone Druid for now. Very good lane. We saw that even the exact lane at TI against Asus Lone Druid, and Team Spirit destroyed them. So Secret kind of, copying that, and then the mid-game team fight from Kunkka is not really addressed. So I totally agree with the panel. Avery, Effie, we're both saying it. I would say you're kind of on the clock here if you're Secret. You want to get this early lead, push it forward, take those fights, and, keep getting the gold rolling in.
I mean, GAIMIN GLADIATORS with their approach, this first pick Lone Druid, do you think that's been punished then?
Oh boy. I would say so. Right, especially in the lane already. You've got for now it's maybe Chen Weaver, but the Tusk. I think Yaman should look to either play bottom or then gate down there. And I think the team fight as well with the Conculator is a bit hard. So for Ace, it's going to be important. Did he learn from the TI finals? Because he played against this matchup. He should know better.
See how much he's able to get out of that early learning stage. Bounty runes, just going to be 2 for 2 here. Of course, last game, despite the overall result going to Secret, the healing stage was not a fun few moments for them.
Secret, Mr. GAIMIN GLADIATORS are doing a lane swap-a-roo. They don't want Ace to play into the stupid Weaver lane.
Can Secret get away with this first blood attempt?
Okay,
Penitence. Shard Trap is there. Into the blood grenade. Ace is looking pretty dead here. He's going to be going down. First blood for Boom.
Yeah, nice lane swap, nerds. As easy first blood for Secret, so Boom is definitely going to take that. But no, in reality, I still like that GAIMIN are swapping the lanes, but it's important that when Ace comes back, he cannot get punished.
When they were setting up like that, do you think Secret knew that it was going to be Ace walking down the lane, or they didn't kind of know what they were going to be getting from that?
I don't think they knew.
No,
no, I don't think they had any idea.
Your Admiral is on board.
Sometimes you get lucky.
See if Boom and Puppy are able to put the pressure on, or if indeed Ace is going to be in a much more comfortable situation with the swap towards the top. See this mid lane. One thing for sure, this mid matchup on the CS shouldn't be as massively different as last game.
He already has as much CS as he did last game in like 4.
That's actually true.
As long as it's not die here.
Last hit-wise, this is going to be much better for mid-1 early on.
Yeah, this has to be a very farm trady lane, right? You're fade bolting, you're dragon slaving, haha, I hit you, you hit me, we bottle up. So let's focus on the side lane. We go back to mid when they're level 2.
So with the way that this bottom lane's ended up, Duracho Farming down here with the backup of Celery. Do either side kind of have kill potential? Who's got to be careful down here?
It's a lot of like little pressure coming out. I would say with like level 2, 3, Secret should have a little more pressure on this end. You've got the bugs, you've got the tag team, the ice shards, but I'd say both teams should be pretty happy. But perhaps Damage can look to like go top and dive this lone druid again.
Yeah, they've got to watch out for with the Twin Gate plays.
Rack it on!
Top. Tofu trying to get the wrap around onto Boom. Turn on towards the bear. Boom trading in nicely here with the battery assault for both of them.
I think this early first blood for Boom is definitely helping him a lot. Like having double bracer against a hero like Lone Druid, it does a lot. Because this hero, he doesn't kill you from full to zero. He hits you a few times, he backs off. It's like a lot of this little sustain. So having 2 bracers right off the bat is gonna fully negate that.
Good amount of denies in on the lane. Mid lane. One.
Yeah.
Keeping it cool, he's still got the Fairy Fire to rely on. Courier just about to make a delivery as well for him in that mid matchup, so should be able to top himself up.
One of the nice reasons why Weaver Tusk is so great together, it's not just because of the lane, it's because you can leave the Weaver alone for like 30 seconds, 1 minute, right? He's got the Shikuchi, he's not really gonna die. It frees you up to go somewhere else. So I'm really looking at Yamage to like blow this early game open a little bit on some of the other lanes.
Lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Playing. Rather low here on the bat. Tofu. Every single time Secret attempt to step up. Tofu, he's in on that, trying to make sure the Puma don't find the position to get aggressive. Trying to do his best to free up the lane for Ace to farm him, but so far it's been a slow start here on the Lone Druid. Of course, despite the fact that Gaming Gladiators did switch these lanes about just to try and make sure that Ace had a bit of a better beginning. Still ends up being quite a slow one.
I would say Gamin's lane will get a lot better with the more levels they do get. Celery, trouble, tactical bugs.
So walk it off. Fine underneath the tower. Deep with the illusions out, Dratch able to trade back towards Yamage. It's too easy for Secret to go for the plays down here right now. Matchup, win once again with the lead. Nowhere near the same amount of difference. Witness between the two mids in the laning stage last time. Just about a wave or so behind.
I guess with the Dragon Slave dot damage later, like Lina just too good in these matchups because he's beating him quite a bit again in this mid matchup. I thought it could be, a little more even. I think this damage is too much. You can see Mid-1 already. Raindrop starting to get tickled down. Maybe Tofu's going to start shooting some rockets as well. Get that out of the hands of Mid-1.
I mean, that's a rocket and a Dragon Slave is getting very close to threatening this mid Rubik. Top lane is the Twin Gate move that you anticipated. Maybe not so, but the fact that Crystallis level 4 is also joining the action. Very early move here from the carry to join with the rest of the team. Allow them to take down Tofu. A surprise move there from the Weaver.
Now, this is like some TI, I don't know, 4-5 movie before I started playing. There's 4 heroes hit minute 5, but I kind of like it. Now there's no wave down bottom, Crystallis. He just joins real quick, helps it out. Because Lone Druid hates when this happens. You don't want to get ran over like this. You want to chill in your lane, hit the enemy dude. You're losing a tier 1 at 5 minutes.
They really are. This sort of adaptation that Gaming Gladiators tried to make things a bit better for Faces Lone Druid. Not really working to full effect right now. Secret continue to punish this first hit Lone Druid that Gaming Gladiators tried to bring out against them.
Druid will be spawning soon. Tofu's here. Good move.
Could be easy enough setup onto mid-bomb. Stun here. Control Tofu. Ensure that it's not an easy start for the Rubik. Nonetheless, we saw how much Mid-1 was able to do with the very little that he was given on his Invoker in game 1, so every reason to believe that once he's hit that 6, still very much potential for this Rubik to have quite the impact.
Definitely a good move from Gaming. You can't really save this top tier 1 tower, like whatever. They bring 4 heroes. Let's just go mid to get something else done. So Quinn does get the first active rune of the game with a DD. We'll see if he can convert that into anything.
Careful how Farm appears. Crystallis still very deep close to tier 2. So they're sort of playing around their vision, maybe seeing if they get any sort of catch. Bottom lane, Duracho and Celery get aggressive on towards Boom. Getting blocked up as well by the illusions. Nice little micro here from Duracho to keep Boom in range of Celery. Final touch from Quinn. Top lane, Secret. They will manage to catch out Ace. Very patient for that one. Chrysalis and Yamich waiting in the trees. Puppey joins up to add a third hero to the mix. Ace punished once again.
It's a little annoying for Move to play this bottom lane, right? You don't have phase moves yet against the illusions. You're kind of slow against all the slows there. But at least, in the meantime, your team, they did kill Ace up top again. You also have a super aggressive ward up there, which will always spot him farming. And let's see, mid one, level 6. He is ready to game some Dota now.
He absolutely is. They get on top onto Tofu. Might be under pressure. They're starting to bring in the leaner back towards the mid. Quinn. Step up to try and push back against this pressure that Secret were being set up for around this mid tower.
He's queuing up a Hurricane Pike for now. I want to see if he's gonna, continue with that.
Okay.
4 steps, kind of cool against the clockwork and stuff.
That's good stats.
Haven't seen the first item Pike on Ruby before.
So I hope we do. That's pretty hype.
Don't
see if he goes all the way on this one. No, yeah, but he's getting the arcane boots first.
He might pike it up again. We'll
see.
We'll pay close attention to this quick buy, guys. Don't worry about it.
The brilliant thing about mid Rubik, so many ways you can build him. Whether they're going to work out, who knows? Okay, there we go. They're all viable. Okay.
Anything can work, guys. Remember.
Tower is under attack.
Celery.
Tower is under attack.
Might be in trouble here. I'll get the grab. Celery is going to be going down. Puppey will take the kill. On a killing spree hit on the signature Puppey Chen.
Puppey Chen killing spree. I don't know if there's anything more scary at 8 minutes in the game.
Highest middle tower is
The catch onto him with the light strike, but not quite enough duration of the lockdown there with the early levels to allow Tofu to close in with the battery assault. So Booms away. Secret, they are beginning to put this pressure on the mid. Here with the push of Puppey. The 3-wave, now TP in. Celery, but already this tier 1 taking quite the beating here. Celery's got to be careful. Yamich gets in on top of this hero. They could kill him.
It's honestly a really strange map. So mid one does have Ice Path, which is going to be nice for him, but the map side is really weird, and it all goes back to like this 5-minute move, right?
Look at Chrysalis.
Tier 1 tower.
He's up at the tier 2.
Back to mid again, but he's going to walk his way to top and keep farming there. But the whole map is just so strange. Like, you couldn't defend your top tier 1. Kunkka can't lane bottom, so he kind of screwed up from there as well. I feel like for GAIMIN, this is some unexperienced territory. You don't really generally lose your first towers at like minute 5 and 9.
2 games so far, definitely showing that maybe there's something about Team Secret playstyle that just kind of catches GAIMIN GLADIATORS by surprise. It's mid matchup. Mid one, he's been able to get enough out of it. Setup's there towards Celery, but Tofu sent himself, stopping Yamich, and mid one being able to push for this. Mid one might try and get another grab in. Quinn's turned up to provide extra backups. To be said here for Puppey. He's coming in from the side. He gets telekinesis back onto Tofu. And into the hoop stop. On towards Tofu's clocks. Tofu taken out by Boom, was dragged back with the X-Mark into the torrent. Celery.
Here's Chrysalis again.
I mean, they're ready to dive the tier 2 here. Secret, 10 minutes in. The same level of team players we saw at a similar moment in that game 1. They are just very bloodthirsty, this squad. And they're getting away with it.
Yeah, these GAIMIN GLADIATOR heroes right now, you don't want to fight back. So we have some Ice Path on Ice Path action. Like, look at how much high range like spells Secret can throw at you without really committing. Ice Path, Torrent, Fables, Ice Shards, like whatever it may be. Yep. And you can fight back if you're GAIMIN right now. You have Lone Druid. This guy doesn't want to click a hero, and Naga. They just want to farm creep for the next like 15 minutes.
10 minutes in, this sort of 5-man play around tier 2s. Very good here for Secret. Only a 1k lead. But the way that we saw them get away with that sort of move time and time again in game 1, we've got to see GAIMIN GLADIATORS just set up and respond to it, or not respond to it in a much better fashion than they did in game 1.
So mid one is getting the phylactery. I think that makes a lot more sense, just to have added slow, added damage on all your high range stuff, which is very good. And you've got a lot of other timings coming up for Secret for nowadays. You've got the Solar Crest already on Chen. You've got Chrysalis on the Weaver, who's also going to be working on some Dragonlance and that's to speed up the game. So yeah, still for GAIMIN, they need to be able to hold on to this game and not lead too much within the next couple minutes.
Tofu trying to find a 6 around the mid. Long way for Ace to go. That road to the Radiance. Damage. Just teasing around with GAIMIN GLADIATORS. Keeping their efforts focused around this mid lane, which is allowing Secret to put the pressure in on top. trying to find these cores, see if they can find Duracho in the tree line. Be able to. Duracho very deep right now. In his half of the map.
GAIMIN are trying so hard to get level 6s on their supports right now. Once they get it on Celery as well, he's like about 1 creep off. You can look to smoke, you know, hook shot, cogs, get the macro fire getting in there. Hook shot somewhere. On the feet. Stolen hook shot. Get it, bro.
Does he want to go back in with it? He does. Shot in from mid-block. Into the fade bolt. Yamich holding back Quinn and Celery. The backups here from Boom. They've got the X-Mark set him on towards Quinn. Quinn turns to the Laguna. The snowball's there. Drag back into the boat combo. Yamich, he's going to be able to step away from this. They brought down Tofu. And once again, it's a repeat where Secret, they're ready to dive tier 2s. Crystallis in, nearly up towards the tier 3. The uphill miss, keeping Quinn alive. But Celery caught outside of the base. That's just, you know, a couple of minutes ago, we saw this from them diving the tier 2. Once again, they do it again. This time, they get 2 kills. GAIMIN GLADIATORS, they're just not in any sort of shape to fight this Team Secret at this moment.
And I don't think it's going to really change within like the next couple of minutes. Like, the only play to really have is like, you try to hook, hit it, and like follow up spells, get a kill, and back off. But hook misses, mid one steals it, you get these turn kills. And if Secret ever catch you out, I think GAIMIN, there's no way they can respond. So just keep farming. Oh, you got caught, you're dead, bro, I'm sorry.
Quinn, very lucky to get out of this one.
There was 1 miss, right?
Yeah, I think the
first one here. Yeah.
Maybe in a couple coming in. Either way, Quinn managing to survive that time. Gladiators, they're still hovering around. Where the last few minutes have gone ahead. They really have to get a perfect hook shot. Tofu onto Yamich, but the snowball's there over towards the creep wave. Yamich is going to be able to step away from this. Tofu continues to try and chase forward. But Puppy's coming in from the side. Penitence is in. Should be fine this time round. We're ready with potential ice puff if Secret continue to chase, but it looks like they still continue to hang around. Tofu does end up getting caught once again here by Secret. This mid lane just not a place for the battling.
They cannot fight into these Secret heroes. Like when you go mid, Celery, what up, bro?
I mean, he's also going to get caught. The punch-up's there. Return with an ice path. He's not walking away from this one. Double kill for mid one.
Maybe next time.
I mean, it does feel like these 3 heroes of GAIMIN GLADIATORS, they're kind of just throwing away their lives just to make sure the Ace down on the bottom, Duracho up top are able to get this space. Quinn will catch Yamich. Make sure to pick up the Wisdom Rune and should get the kill on a Yamich. Oh, I see that with the punch up on that. An attempt there of the Hand of God to try and keep Yamich alive, but Quinn tried to trade. I mean, these moves around mid, even though they're losing heroes, GAIMIN GLADIATORS, it is buying space for Ace and Duracho. You can only imagine that's the plan from them right now.
The idea must be that we can't just fully concede mid, because then it starts like, you know, kind of bleeding into the side lane. So let's just go mid. If we get a kill, okay. If not, then, you know, I think there's maybe a better balance of how you can do it, but that has to be their idea. Make space for our bros, and in 5 minutes, hopefully they can come help us.
Quinn. Sorry, by his side, Boom. Yeah, and he's sort of X-Mark setup. Tofu's been found. Mid one hitting those timings, playing aggressively now with the phylactery, that extra bit of burst and control. And now with the grab on towards Celery, they should be able to find once again both the supports here from GAIMIN GLADIATORS as Tofu and Celery continue to suffer.
Honestly, I think this game is going to keep going like this for like the next 6-7 minutes at least. You're gonna want this Radiance, get your next couple items on Naga, on Duracho, get Manta, split some waves, and for Chica it's a complete opposite. Get this Pipe Solar Crest Dev, so go Roche, take the tower, and like really take down this map from GAIMIN GLADIATORS.
Crystallis and Yamich, they're making plays around the tier 2 over towards Quinn.
Tag team punch.
They've got the punch up. Quinn's caught by the shards, he's gone. Punch Stroke's not going to be able to clip Crystallis. They've got the spoon shot in over towards Yamich, so at least able to punish in some shape or form, but they won't catch Crystallis. Quinn's gone, and Crystallis continues to really bring in the farm. At the moment, of course, the Naga Siren at the top spot here for Duracho, but he's going to have to do a lot of heavy carrying this game, as elsewhere things very much going Secret's way.
Punch, long range damage. It's Ace's fair. Let's see how much foot they can get onto him.
Crystallis coming in to bring the extra bit of damage. There from the phylactery. Want to try and dive in to finish this bear off. He's back up with the TP. Ace not going to lose his bear here.
I mean, Duracho is in a very good position to just be annoying on the map, right? He's farming enemy ancients, he can cut some top waves, cut the mid waves. Just overall, you know, like try to set back this tempo from Secret a little bit. As we said, nothing's really stopping them. You can pressure this tier 2 tower, stay around, have a good ward.
He's been caught again. Boom's going to find him with the X-Mark. Not a fun game here for the supports of Gladiators.
It will be the completed Desolator on Crystallis, which means Roshan definitely on the menu soon. You've got the Penitent, Solar Crest, not that you even need it, but you've got the max tag team, the Deso. And the next kills, if you keep feeding this Weaver with the Deso now, it will matter. Like those Deso stacks racking up, it will definitely pay dividends later.
Quick smoke up from Secret as well. They've got Yamich and Mid1 on the hunt as they step towards the jungle of Gaming Gladiators. I think maybe find one of these cores, Ace or Duracho, that's getting away with quite a bit of space.
Scanned out Ace.
Gonna find Ace. Straight in with the burst. Of course, get the ult off. That extra bit of HP. Bear sent over towards Mid1. From the low ground, Dragon Slave over towards Yamich. Yamich left behind a little bit, but the Hammer God is there. Live Striker Ray still catches on to those. Macropire over towards Mid1. This time round, Gladiators able to punish. Secret considering fighting back into this one. Smoke comes crashing in on towards Celery. Quinn ticking down incredibly low here to what was the stolen Macropire that Mid1 was able to get out before he dies. A couple more hits to the Crystallis takes out Quinn. This could end up being quite the cleanup still here for Secret as Quinn is going to lose his life. Crystallis finds the bear. The rest of Gladiators they have to get out. So not a bad start to that play there for Gladiators. They are able to take down 3. But still losing Quinn and Crystallis getting the cleanup, getting a few sets of stacks here up on the Deso. And maybe even more, they've got the X mark onto Duracho. As Boom, he was into the jungle, still catching out Duracho in this situation. Tofu and Celery are here to try and hold back the 2 of them. But Crystallis turns over towards Tofu, they've got the snowball in, closing the gap over towards Tofu, shards in. As Tofu will fall, another stack here for Crystallis and Deso, maybe even more. Principal TP, but the light trigger is going to be off the mark. Crystallis turns over towards Duracho, the Fate Bomb's there for Mid1, and now they can turn over towards Quinn. He's caught, burst down by the stolen Laguna. As Secret, oh boy, I mean a little bit of a shake-up earlier in that jungle area of Gaming Gladiators, but ultimately it still ends up in Secret's favor. Mid1 coming in with some cleanup kills, and Crystallis, as you said, these Deso stacks, they're building up already. He just picked it up in the last minute, pretty much up to 12 extra on it.
I love how Secret are moving and like playing on the map, and even the prior fight, Mid1 stealing Macropire was so important to keep it all going and even make that first fight even. Then the second fight, they get him back in. Torrent Storm comes out. Crystallis is there for the 18th time in this game to get even more kills, and Mid1 comes in again, Laguna Blade. He's making this mid Rubik look awesome.
He's making it work.
Yeah.
He really is. 7-2 and 7. Having that lead against Quinn's Lina once again. And look towards the Roche here, see. A couple of them has been scanned out by GAIMIN. If anything, that scan hitting on the Roche area may have meant that GAIMIN did not expect to sort of move around mid. Backup does come in immediately though from Gaming Gladiators as they will punish Mid1, and it does work out for GAIMIN in that sort of situation. The question is, if they can do anything about the Roche attempt, doesn't look like it.
It's very greedy. Do you want Roche? You want to kill them? What else you want? Kill their base at the same time?
Yeah, I really think sort of Secret were buying into the fact that maybe Gaming Gladiators were starting to make a move over the Roche, but they weren't. Gladiators get the kills, they get something, but it is Aegis on Crystallis, who's still yet to die this game. Gladiators, see if they can catch it on the retreat top. Smoke comes in. Looks like Boom's ready to anticipate this, but at the same time, Gladiators, they're ready to sweep pretty deep here, and they will catch off Boom on his attempt to retreat. They're in with the silence, was able to put that blade now, returning quite a bit of damage. With the stone control, won't be able to get off any further spells. Take down Boom. Crystallis in from the side, the bear is going to get the first hit route on towards him. Upon the timeout, caught by the ice path. Crystallis, he's going down the watch.
They're going to have Orchid for him.
Can they catch him off here on the respawn? They can. Light Striker comes in. Crystallis taken out the twice. They've got the Colt. There's a Colt on towards Puppey. The song there is well, this time it's Gaming Gladiators that want to dive towers. They ignore Puppey. They look for the big kill. They look for the Mid1 Rubik, and they'll get it. Gladiators double kill for Ace. They may even get Puppey as well. They know he's hiding in the trees. The silence is there. Gladiators, they'll take the kills, take the tier 2. This is not what Secret expected moments after they were the ones to pick up the Aegis.
Ooh, that was a very nice punch back here from GAIMIN. They just find this Superman catch with the Orchid, they get Root first, and then just turn it into even more. Now you steal the Tormentor. I mean, they were behind this whole time, and now it turned from, what, a 2k deficit into
a massive set of kills.
Up 5k.
Also this time, Duracho has been farming away perfectly, now getting involved in the action is going to bump him ahead even more. This build really paying off around the Midas. He's well on the way to start building towards that heart. at that stage, he can really turn up to the fights. And it's not going to be easy at all for Secret to find the opportunity to lay down enough damage to kill this Heart Naga Siren.
The Orchid is quite annoying too. Like if you can get on move before he casts spells, Kunkka is going to be your best target. It's same with Chrysalis. Before he finishes his BKB, he is in trouble. They are looking for Ace on the smoke here. For anyone really.
And one of the big catches. Now they'll settle for Tofu. Actually, a bit split attempt here though. Bit to Celery, it works out. They didn't need Boom's efforts to take down the Takira. He's pulled the bear out of the way, but Tofu doesn't get dragged back by the tidal wave. Laguna thrown down on towards Kunkka. The boat buff is there, but Boom will still fall. Gladiators, Mr. Kunkka only losing a support themselves. Continuing to build this lead that they've just managed to grab a hold of.
Illusion.
GAIMIN are pretty online now after farming for a while. Both the Ace on the Lone Druid, we've got the Rachi on the Naga, even a Pipe completed on Tofu. I'm not really quite sure where he's grabbed that farm from, but Arcane Boots earned Pipe available to help his team out as well. When you pair the Pipe with the Heart later on the Rachio, he is going to be pretty nasty to deal with.
Some very beefy targets on the Gladiators, as opposed to that of Secret. There's Weaver, there's Rubik, any sort of silence and stun control. They're going to die pretty quickly.
Let's see what mid one can get cooking in this game. The first 20 minutes, very good, kind of ownage, but now where do you go from here? This is like this kind of downwards trajectory that mid Rubik sometimes fall into until like, what, 30, 40 minutes where maybe you get some Aghanims or whatever. Because right now, one Orchid, you die. You get hook-shotted, you're in trouble. So it's, next couple of minutes, not the easiest for them.
You saw that 7-2-7 KDA going to a 7-4-7. Highly likely that if GAIMIN Gladiators continue to find him at the start of the fights, that the deaths might continue to rack up. The kills and assists, not so much. Not easy as the minutes pass here for the mid Rubik.
They know that that's the real one. It's snowball punch.
And they burst him. The lift up into the Laguna of the boat. It's a lot of spells that have only brought him down to half HP. The song's there and off on the side. They've lost Puppey, and not only this song is going to save Derecho, it's going to allow him to set up a break beyond the three of them. Ice Path into the Macropire from Celery. A Secret here burning and surrounded by Gladiators. As Boom, upon the blade mail, try and run, they get the drag back on the Yamachi with a harpoon. Boom, caught by the hook shot. It's going to be 4 kills here for Gladiators. As this game really beginning to crumble for Secret.
Well, that was a nice catch on the Naga, but where's your damage? Like, you've got the mid-root. He even had Laguna. They didn't get anywhere near it.
Only about half of the HP of the Naga Siren burnt through there. My Secret definitely showing sort of the situation here when you have this mid Rubik that had a cool start, but not a completely out of control start. It's going to get tougher and tougher here for Secret as the moments pass.
Because the thing is, you've got a lot of control with Secret, but the damage output is not really there. Sure, you've got the Death Zone Chrysalis, but he needs to get out so many right clicks against this Pipe, the 3k HP Naga, the 3k HP Lone Druid. And yeah, I mean, GAIMIN, they're up 16k gold. The entire map is now theirs.
It was quite something from Secret in game 1 to turn things around after the laning stage. If they're able to turn this one back around, 25 minutes and 16k down, it's going to be even more impressive.
Okay.
A lot of damage though. Mid one
not okay.
Caught out. Ratchet's going to continue the chase over towards Chrysalis. GAIMIN Gladiators, they're onto the tier 2 mid. Not a lot the Secret can do to stop this tower from falling.
They got the Torrent Storm out of them as well, so probably just a free tier 2 top tower as well. That one's already gone.
Top tower is under attack.
Poke the tier 3, why not?
Right back. Straight into the side. They call it Chrysalis. They're going to jump forward and try and save Chrysalis. They're going to BKB off. Tidal Wave will push back Derecho and Ace is there. The sun's out on towards Yamich. Yamich is going to go down. Chrysalis, he'll have to Shikuchi away from this one.
Tower is under attack.
Secret, they can't take any of the lives of GAIMIN Gladiators. They lose their support here. Maybe even more. The drag back from Ace into the silence. The ice pump. They're not on the boost. Snowball save will come out. A Yamich with the buyback trying to keep his team alive, but Boom will not be saved. He'll still fall. A dieback on Yamich. The song setup as well here from Zeracho. Going to be able to catch up Christos after this Shikuchi. They might just settle for mid one, the easier kill. It's around the Rubik. Jubin on a boat. Look at the start. In fact, Quinn, he'll set up for the triple. They catch the both of them. Triple kill for Quinn. As Gladiators are cleaning up Secret. They've had enough. They tap out. GG is called. As Gaming Gladiators back to form here in this game 2. They get the 26-minute win.
It's kind of like before. For 20 minutes, there's that one team that's just rampaging over the other. And then GAIMIN are online. 1-2 kills. Boom. Easy comeback. That's like the entire game flipped. And Lone Druid's ready. Naga's ready. One good fight. And suddenly Secret